Welcome back to my channel. Today we're checking out the 13th episode of Dragon Ball Daima. I'm really excited to get into this. And also I just wanted to mention while I'm starting up this episode that I am currently downloading Sparking Zero. So expect a couple videos on that pretty soon. I imagine in the next couple days I'll have those out. But let me get my timer and count us down. All right, 3, 2, 1, start. There we go. Yeah, I'm really excited to get into this episode because last week was so good with the Vegeta stuff. And based off how Super Saiyan 3 performed last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago now, I imagine that we'll probably be getting at least one more fight with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, where he will probably end up losing, or it'll just be a much more difficult fight than was currently, as there's a lot of potential for multiple like enemies near the final stretch of the series. So I think multiple characters could end up having pretty decent fights and not just all end up being going to Goku. But it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case either. Missed this opening. I've also been debating when One Piece comes back in like a month or two, I think is left on the break. I might do a reactions to that weekly because I do watch every episode weekly and I really enjoy it. I am a manga reader, so I will know like most of what's coming up, but it's still fun to experience it. And some series I like watching from manga readers, like Bleach, for example, the Thousand Year Blood War arc, especially. I like watching manga readers react to it with all the changes and just getting to see people adapt or gets to see people reacting to how something gets adapted, especially when they're doing a really good job with it, like they've been doing with One Piece during Egghead. And I really hope with this break, the rest of Egghead is also really good. And I've been enjoying reacting to Dragon Ball Daima every week. Last week's episode actually did really well too, comparably to like a lot of the other reactions so far to it, which makes sense because it was one of the hypest moments for Vegeta in a long time. I really hope at one point we do get to see that Super Saiyan 3 hair on adult Vegeta, because I have seen a couple fan arts that look pretty good with that hairstyle, actually, better than he does as a kid. Even though I also kind of like it as a kid too, but I know it's a bit controversial. Yeah, only one left. I have a feeling we might not be the ones to use those Dragon Balls, though. Where we finally get to see Goma do something this week. Surprise. I also don't really know where this week's gonna be going for an episode either. Always gathering all his army. Your army's not gonna do shit though. Oh, that's actually a good plan. I'm surprised anyone. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm surprised anyone can do that if people like him need authority to even go places. I also can never remember Supreme Kai's brother's name. Always have to see it. Ooh, cool design in here. That was a cool looking orb. I really like a lot of the magic and key. I honestly thought Bro was gonna be ordering Goma around in the background, but it seems like he is a lackey to him. It's also interesting. So is Warp Sama not an actual living creature and is like an android of some sort? I could see that definitely being the case. Bro looks shocked. Dramatic lightning strike. Ooh. I'm also kind of chilly at the moment if my face is red or anything because I just had to boost my brother's vehicle because he was also having engine troubles. Yeah, I thought the engine was messing up last week. It looked like there was black smoke coming out of it. Never. That's a long ass fall. Looks like some sort of forest, not the ocean though. We find some new enemies or maybe some friends here. Ibris, you fool. The biggest one landed on the top. Giant flowers and shit. Ooh. Oh, there's some sort of city here, or old buildings at least. Man, I really hope that when Kakarot gets the Daima DLC, we actually get to explore places like this. Be so cool to actually get like a full open world again in that game. Because a lot of other DLCs have been kind of lackey. I've been replaying them at the moment. There might be videos coming for that. I did record some, but it was long DLC, the Bardock one, and I just didn't have, like, I was trying to edit it and it just didn't seem to be working that well. So I might abandon that idea. Ooh. I've always really loved the capsules in Dragon Ball. Bulma's face. I'm glad these two met up because I was wanting to see their interaction, Pansy and Bulma. Oh, interesting. You need to be in a ship. Oh, they need other people. That makes sense. Oh, Neva's scared of this place. Planet of Mega. Oh, where giants live. I did think all the flowers and everything looked really big. I was gonna say it reminded me of the underworld in Elbaf in One Piece. Bro is losing it. I also did get the Ultimate Edition of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so I will be playing like the Daima stuff when it comes out as well. Why do they had Pansy so caked up there? That is sus. Oh, letting him in. Or letting her know. I really want to know what everyone's like Glorio's end goal is. If he'll actually turn out to be like a villain, or if he's working on his own accord of some kind. It's hard to tell because they showed us to it so early that it might be a misdirect. Magilite, some sort of magic stone. Hybris just suffering. Oh wow. Oh, interesting. That was a cool rotating shot. Also, that shot's cool. Patted him on the head like a pet. Where are you going, Hybris? Coco eating a giant apple. Little thief. What was inside that? Some sort of bug, I think. Claw marks. Oh, torn up animal of some kind. Or maybe that was could have been fruit of some kind as well. What do you got running after you, Goku? Oh, is that a giant rabbit? It looked like it had rabbit teeth. Oh, it's a hamster, I think. Straight out of Overlord. It is an ugly ass hamster. That's actually in Goku's character. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Well, they're a little bit cuter like that. That one angle when it was chasing after Goku looked a bit hideous. But she cuts to Vegeta just beating their asses. Man, they're kind of tanky. Okay, that wasn't just like a poor animation choice. That was actually decision that they're kind of tanky. Come on, Supreme Kai. Show a little bit of fight. Oh, is this the Giants? I'm interested to see what they're like. If they're like a Cyclops type giant or just like a humanoid. And how big. Because the flowers and stuff are tiny. I wonder if in this form, when Piccolo shrunk, if he can turn into a giant. I would assume so. I don't think there's any reason why he couldn't. He wasn't very old when he fought in the World Tournament. Oh, big old chunky dude. This is a giant book? Oh, it is books. It's interesting, like, even the Supreme Demon Lord is, like, scared of whatever the giants, and, like, Neva is. Oh, it's a child. That makes sense. It did look a bit childlike. Oh, yeah, they're, like, the size of a toe. It's a pretty nice perspective shot as well. I really like those cutaways still. It probably doesn't even notice. Interesting that they're all following him. I was about to say the same thing. His pet, probably. This is an interesting perspective for a Dragon Ball thing. I don't think we've ever had any like giants or anything like this before. Yeah, I was gonna say that's. Oh, you guys are about to get rolled by an animal. What are you doing? I'm surprised you didn't immediately just find them. Bro's about to sneeze. Yoko, why didn't you fly away when his eyes were closed when he was sneezing? Oh, that was cool. Doing parkour on the grass. I'm interested if they're gonna end up actually fighting it or come to some sort of peaceful, Oh yeah, that did nothing. Peaceful resolution with the kid. I would like to see this, races of, like, a town or a city or whatever they have going on. Yeah, Gloria, you stand, no chance against these guys if you end up having to fight, I think. Are we gonna get some teamwork with the three of them? It's interesting seeing animals and stuff so resilient to key attacks. Bro's just having a good time while they're trying to beat his ass. Oh god, is there gonna be a giant tick or something? I forget what the little things in here that are called. Like you have all over your body. This is horrifying. Yeah. Oh, they were ticks. Mites, I think that's what I was thinking of. That would be horrifying though. They're lucky they can fly. Oh shit. Someone's got to beat his ass backwards. Yeah, they don't give a shit anymore. Oh, Vegeta using the Vegeta attack, very ineffective. Pull it out of Kamehameha for this. If he tanks this, I'll be pretty impressed. God, the Kamehamehas in the show look so good. Like a lot of the beam attacks and everything. I think I said it earlier this episode, but I really like what they're doing with it. Oh shit. Bro looks pissed. I feel like you're about to get caught anyways. You got a little fossil next to you, buddy. It's interesting that the person is like the exact. Oh shit. I think you're about to get got. Damn, that thing it moves so slow compared to something that big. Goku's got this. Oh, I thought he transformed to Super Saiyan there for a second. I think he might need Super Saiyan even. Oh, he's pushing back in base. Yeah, I didn't think so. At least we're not dealing with a fighter and it's a literal child. Oh, Vegeta went Super Saiyan. Don't think it. Oh, bro's gonna get cooked with a ruler. This is a very Toriyama thing. Just a giant kid just beating the shit out of everyone. Into the books. Ouch. Fucking there's a rug burn. Or I guess paper burn all the way down. Oh, fucking Super Saiyan Power Pull. I love to see it. Yeah, I'm surprised Goku hasn't like extended his Power Pull until now. Because that can probably definitely help with a bigger opponent. Jesus, he's pushing back a Super Saiyan still. Yeah, this guy is much stronger than I was expecting. I knew that we were probably gonna have trouble in base form, but I thought once we went to Super Saiyan, we'll have it. I think if we would have ran into like an experienced, like adult fighter of the race, we might have been cooked if they didn't go all out at the start. Managed to get away at least. I imagine this will come back around somehow with that race. I also wonder what that compares to like a great ape in size. I think decently. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, what would be the first? Giga. Interesting. There's Yeah, because I think those are significantly bigger than a great ape, and if there's a race significantly bigger than them, Goku would probably love training here. Oh, what is this? Looks pretty. It looked like it was coming from water or something, I think. We made it. I actually thought we might get stuck there. But the fact that there's a planet with an even gianter race of giants is kind of crazy to me. Because those ones were they were pushing back a Super Saiyan with like not ease. The kid was obviously trying, like, but I thought literally once they went Super Saiyan, it was gonna be like easy as hell. But they escaped using Super Saiyan, not actually just beat the shit out of him. Pretty fun episode actually. Definitely not nearly as hype as last week. I guess 2 weeks ago, but was still really fun. There's a lot of funny moments in this episode too, and I always really appreciate how they're building out the world. Mm-hmm. I do wonder how this race is going to come into play, or if it's just like a one-off type of situation while we're adventuring around. I could see it going either way. Taboo. Oh, Goku getting fried. Interesting, interesting. Whew. Yeah, but that's and for this episode. Overall, like as I said, really fun. Definitely not anything too crazy, and I think for like some of the people that are looking for the more just like action oriented Dragon Ball, I think a lot of them aren't really even enjoying Daima as much. Like, because when there is action, it's really good, and like even the more comedic action that it was kind of this week, it was still really good, and like that Kamehameha looked really good, and I'm surprised with like the consistency and quality of this show. Uh, I can definitely see it not being for everyone because a lot of people don't even really like OG Dragon Ball, and this is kind of a similar vein, kind of it's kind of the same thing, the GT was going for, where it's like Dragon Ball Z in OG Dragon Ball, or OG Dragon Ball with like Dragon Ball Z like aesthetics and like powers and everything. They're definitely doing a somewhat similar thing, but a very different tone. And I kind of like how they're not, because they abandoned a lot of the concepts I liked in early GT for just the more Dragon Ball Z esque fights and story structure. So I like that we're actually getting like an adventure around and stuff. I do think like some episodes aren't nearly as good as others, but like even the low points in the series so far, I've really enjoyed. Especially because a lot of it comes with new lore and stuff that's not just like, because a lot of it is probably retcons, but a lot of it is just interesting. Because I found a lot of the new lore in Super just not that interesting, or it felt like very random. Whereas this feels like it's actually part of the Dragon Ball world still to me. So I really like that, and I like a lot of the concepts they're dealing with. I'm a little bit sad we didn't get to see any of the Majins today. I think maybe that'll be next week again, or might take a look, or like not show them as much until we get near the end. But I'm excited to see where that plot line goes as well, because once that they fully intersect in like the three sides, the Majin, Goma, and Goku, I'm excited to see how that ends up playing out. But I think that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys all later. Peace.